Hello and welcome to the Travel Agent Interview. I am your host, Megan Chapa, and I'm privileged to have Jim Cloonan on the program with me today. Welcome, Jim.
Hi, Megan. Thanks for having me.
Jim, what we want to talk about today is geared towards travel agents. This is a special episode specifically for travel agents, travel professionals, travel planners, but it's important for our listeners as consumers to know that travel agents have professional training. This is not something that just anyone can do, or that they shouldn't trust anyone to do. They should trust someone that has professional training. And there's a big event coming up that you are responsible for. And would you like to tell us a little bit about your background and the role that you play in training for travel tourism?
Sure. My background in the trade show industry goes back 20 or so years, and I've been in the travel trade side of things for about 15 years. And when we started doing these events back in 2003, they were for any and all travel agents, and they still are. But back in 2003, there were a lot of agents and agencies that would come out to the shows, brick and mortars, and a lot of those people since that time have gone the home-based route. And as a result, they don't have educators coming into their offices. They don't have peer-to-peer stimulation as frequently as they might have had in the past. And what we've been doing and offering is continuing education, accreditation, certification, sales and marketing opportunities. We've really rolled with the times to now that our sales and marketing, half of it is focused on social media and how to capitalize on your Facebook pages, not just putting a special for sandals or beaches or Disney World out there, but more to let people know what's going on and how to approach that in a professional manner. And we bring in speakers of all kinds, panelists to support the conversations, and we listen to the agents and we put together what they want so that their time at our events is time well spent.
So tell us about your next event coming up. It's the one in Las Vegas.
So we have coming up April 8th to 11th at the Paris Hotel Casino in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum. It's an event for all types of agents, the new agents, the established agents, and the conference as it's being built now focuses on everything from sales and marketing to the tools of the trade, meaning back office, accounting, CRM. We'll be bringing in industry-known speakers to both motivational and inspirational to help keep you going. There's peer-to-peer sessions for the agents. We have a trade show floor with 350 suppliers from all 7 continents will be in attendance. And it's a really great chance for the travel agent community to get together, to see each other, to feed off of one another. We have networking opportunities. There's lunches, evening functions for everybody to get to know one another, to meet new friends, and it's really a great atmosphere for the 4 days that the people are out there. We have pre and post FAMs, a little bit of everything for everyone. So if you're an agent, whether you're 10 months in or 10 years in, a $100,000 producer, a $5 million producer, you'll find something there that's going to benefit you and help you streamline your business.
Okay, so you talked about pre-show events and networking opportunities. Is this pre-show events, is this exploratory, like local attractions, getting to know Vegas? What does that entail?
Well, one of the things that's being offered, there's a FAM being put together to Bryce and Zion Canyons a few days before the event. It's interesting. It's a little bit of a distance, but people are coming to Las Vegas from all over the country. So if they're interested in it, they can look at our website and get more information about it. We also work with the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. They're probably the most professional group that we work with. They're locked in. They really look out for the agents, and when we come out there, they make us look good with receptions and pre and post FAMs. They know all the hotels, they know all the new attractions and destinations that are out there, and they always line things up for us to pass along to the agents to get them to see the latest and greatest, so that they're staying ahead of the curve with the consumers when they're talking to them.
Yeah, a couple of things about that. I used to live in Las Vegas, so I'm going to say Las Vegas Port Tourism, they are amazing, and they, as far as their involvement with travel agents, and also to be able to say to people, there's not just the lights and the glitz and the shows and the gambling. There's nature all around Las Vegas, and really it's in a bowl. There's mountains all around there, and people are coming to Vegas for more than just casinos or even conferences. So I think that that's really a great opportunity, and I might even be joining you for that, because I've done that trip and it's worth it.
Oh, good. Glad to hear. Yeah, there is so much more there, whether it's shows or celebrity chef restaurants or getting off the Strip and making a trip to the Grand Canyon. There's something for everybody.
Yeah, there is. Will you tell us a little bit about the other conferences in your lineup, and what's the parent company as a whole, and tell us about the other conferences that you do, because it goes beyond just the Las Vegas Travel Agent Forum. Tell us more about that.
Our parent company, Travel Show Marketing Group, we do 4 events a year. We do 2, what I refer to as the big box events, the Las Vegas show being the calling card for our company, which is every spring at Paris and Las Vegas. Our fall show moves to different locations. We've been in Tampa, Orlando, Miami. Next year, we're taking the show to Cancun, and we're going to be at Moon Palace, who is they're one of our best partners in the industry. They're fantastic. They love the travel agent community. We just finished going through our portfolio. We just finished our family travel forum, which took place at Moon Grand in Ocho Rios in Jamaica. It ran the week after Thanksgiving. And that's part of our specialty forum portfolio, where we do the family travel forum, and we also do a romance travel forum. Those events are for established agents with a book of business, $1 million and beyond. We host the agents. We fly them in. We pay for their hotels. We have great networking opportunities every evening. It's a small event. It's about 150 travel agents and about 70 to 75 suppliers who are focused on that niche, whether it's family or romance, if you sell destination weddings. If you sell group families, millennials, we put all these agents together. They sit in peer-to-peer rooms. They talk about marketing. They talk about their challenges, their successes, their failures, what they're doing in the future. And then the suppliers come in and they have one-to-one meetings with these folks over a few days. The other difference with this event is it's a real immersion event where both pre and post, there's site inspections to the properties that they're selling. So if it's the romance show, you'll go and see Hard Rock, you'll see Sandals, you'll see Sandoz property. We know that the time is the most valuable thing of all. So when we bring people together at these events, we want them to really walk away with a solid feeling that their time was well spent with us. The other show to touch on, the reason I leave it last, is our Cancun event next October at Moon Palace. Yep. We've been doing a fall show for the past, 15 years, and what's happened in recent years is that there's a lot of events. There in past years there really hadn't been a lot of domestic events. There hadn't been a lot of really international shows, and now a lot of the wholesalers are doing events. The properties are doing award events, whether it's Palace or Charisma, Hard Rock. They all have their specialty events going on. So what we decided to do was offer an event in Cancun, a little bit different than our normal event. Number one, it's at an all-inclusive, so it's a great deal for any travel agents who want to come to it. It's also going to be focused on the destination beyond the traditional trade show. So if an agent's coming down, they're going to have a chance to see, 8 or 10 properties in the hotel zone. They're going to be able to go to a couple of functions. So when they're selling their clients on things, they're going to be able to say, you know what, I actually ate in a restaurant at such and such a property. I was at Secrets for their wine tasting. It was fantastic. The beach there is beautiful. So we want them, for the newer agents who haven't had the opportunity to do this, to be able to go down there and to actually see these things and to have our traditional big box event where we do all the education, we do all the continuing education and accreditation and certification, and we'll bring in all the speakers and educators to move them along, to help them, as well as to see 150 to 200 suppliers from around the world. It's not just going to be the Latin American companies. It's going to be just what you'd see in Las Vegas with tour operators from Ireland and Italy and France and hoteliers from the South Pacific and the river cruise companies and the cruise lines and Disney and Universal. They'll all be out there, as well as the
that is a great opportunity.
A lot of the all-inclusives and Mexican companies.
You're going to have our listeners wanting to be travel agents. So come on down, folks. The water's fine.
We're excited about it. We're really looking forward to it. The Mexico Tourist Board's always been a great partner of ours. They're very helpful in putting the events together, and and like I said, Palace is a terrific partner as well. So,
just hearing
upcoming.
You talk about it, there's this whole thing right now with, should I travel to Mexico? Should I move to Jamaica? Should I go somewhere else? Blah, blah, blah. I think that this is a great vote of confidence from the travel industry that says we still believe in Mexico. And I appreciate you doing this. So, yeah.
We're looking forward to it. And I think if you put a microscope to any destination, whether it's something domestic or in the Caribbean, there's always going to be challenges somewhere, and they're dealing with everything, and it's a great location. It really is, and it's a safe and secure spot. And if people are coming down, they'll be happy they did.
Okay, goals for existing travel agents: be invited to one of the specialty forums, which means your sales are $1 million plus. And for new agents, make sure you get to one of these other shows, because you're going to come out of it an expert in something that you weren't prior to the show.
We look at these as a growing opportunity for the newer agents to get established, to find their foothold, because we do get a lot of agents who'll call us up and say, I'm new to the industry. Is it okay if I come to the event? And it's fantastic if they come out. They're not all going to turn into all-stars, but they all start with the same idea that they enjoy the industry, they love to travel, they have family and friends that they want to be helpful to, they have a church community or a local alumni group that they want to work with, and they want to understand how to do it in a professional manner. And by coming to our events, they grow their business, and they'll have an opportunity to go to not just to our shows. There's other companies out there that do events that are available to them as well for their continuing education opportunities, and that's our goal, is to give the agents what they need to help them along, because there are the more technology moves along, the more the needle moves along the record here, the more impersonal it gets. There's webinars, there's all kinds of things you can do on your computer, but nothing replaces the face-to-face, the education, the chance to talk to your peers about opportunities that they've had, challenges they've faced, obstacles they've overcome. And, we like to be there to help them with that.
Sure, and I have, a term that people might know, business development manager. They're regional. We have them in California, which is where my region is. And I want to be able to see that person's face and have them see my face. So when I call them with an issue or a question, they're like, oh yeah, Megan, I know you, and let me hear about your problems and help you fix it. I like the idea of knowing who they are and having that relationship, and conferences give you that opportunity, which I appreciate greatly, because otherwise being home-based is just email communication, which is quick and efficient, but I think the relationship goes a long way.
Place for everything, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the nicest thing to see when our shows open up, whether it's in Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, Las Vegas, is people walking down the hallways, and it's like family reunions. People who haven't seen each other, and it might be 2 months, it might be 2 years, but they connect. And whether it's two agents or a supplier and an agent, you see that there's a connection there, and it's nice as a show organizer to see that.